Hello, how is everyone doing? Hold on. No, yes. Y'all know, I know y'all missing me. I know you're missing me. Let me see something here. Clean this off a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let me get over here and get comfy. Yes, y'all know I gotta get in my chair that my daddy bought that he gave me. Okay, how's everyone going? How's everybody doing? It's your girlie Dap. It's been a busy week, guys. It's been a busy week. To all, gods. He gonna give me a word, honey. You know, when I get on here, I'll be like, Lord, yes, honey. Let's do what we do, because you know what we got going on. We got a thing going on. Yeah. How y'all doing? God go before us all in the mighty name of Jesus. Whatever word needs to be spoken, Lord, let's just hear it today. Let's just hear it. Yeah, help me speak, baby. Help me speak. Yeah. So how's your guys' week been? You guys been missing me? I know you have. I know you have. Where is she at? I am here. I left my other one in one of my friends' vehicle. And I want that back too, sir. Yes, I do. Yeah. Okay. Let me get over here where I can get comfy, y'all. So, yeah. I want to just say, and I'm going to be very brief. I say brief. Y'all know how it is with me. Ain't no telling how long I might be on here. What might get me where I need to be at the end of the day to say what I got to speak the word or whatever it is. But I am so grateful and thankful. Y'all know y'all like I'm here up and down. Yeah. I'm gonna let me go to something that I was studying the other day. Let me turn this down because I don't need nobody saying I'm trying to Scrooge or be able to hear or have their things on while I'm doing this live. Okay. That music hit me out. Dun da da dun da da dun da da dun 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 da da dun da da dun da da dun dun da da dun. I don't know where it comes from, but it's stuck in my head, y'all. And it's a yeah. Stop playing with me. Yes. But let me I got that Fitful Cleanse. This here is gonna be my hair growth serum. Gotta get that hair growth serum. That hair growth serum is everything. Is everything. I got that my CashApp on there for the ones who feel like this is really radiating with them and they want to continue to have your girlie on here. And we needed to get it up to date with more things of what's going on, like getting more equipment to get in here and get this thing done like we need to, like I want to, which is what I've always wanted to do. So for those of you who are feeling like as though, okay, well, let's see if we can help Dap get this done, and let's get this moving on to another level of we can totally understand and broadcast and get some stuff dropped into you guys so you can sit on a continuous basis, not just like maybe at least one day out of the week. But if those of you who are really enjoying this and you want a show out of it, I mean, come on now. Throw some of that out there so we can get this going, okay? Because I know this knowledge is everything. I wish for everything that I had somebody that was talking on this level, realness and understanding God as we go and growing and being great through the process, okay? So that Cash App is $yagirliedap. That's also in the link for those of you who truly are who are wanting to get something out of this and are truly learning a lot of this, a lot about where you want is. If you want this thing to keep going and doing the different things that you do, and you feel in your spirit that this is what, I'm going to really pour off into this because God is literally putting a word through this chick right here because she's a walking example of who this person that I once was or who I desired to be or somebody that I didn't know that I would have to do all of these things to get to this, People go through a lot, honey. It's a lot. And it's not so much as begging, but it's at the point where it's like, you know what, if you guys really truly enjoy this and you guys want to keep this going, I gotta get this stuff going, honey. We gotta get this together. We got all these things that we have going on for you guys, and I've been so very open and honest about how my life truly is. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be very brief, but I know when I said before, like the arithmetic, like if you're living, it's like your life goes up and down, like like up and down heart arrhythmic rhythm. And I had that really, in a sense, aim back at me. And I had to like, kind of like take a pause, like, okay, what does that mean? Ultimate sacrifice. Ultimate sacrifice meaning, you're going to be this person that has got to be the sacrifice so everybody else can see that the way you're going, it has to be, I say a lead and follow type thing, that we don't leave people out, but at the end of the day, we take them by the hand and we guide them along the way, because we have to guide them back to God. It is what it is. I don't consider myself a pastor. I consider myself a counselor, a person that is of God, that knows God, that loves God. And regardless of all of the different things that people will put at you and throw at you and say, oh, that's not God. Who, you looking at me, right? You looking at her, right? You looking at her, right? You looking at her, right? Stop. Don't play with my God. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I did not get this far to play and fake God. We've had that product out there for so many umpteens of years, and we've given that product away to so many individuals. And for the most part, those that will say things about it and say great, like whatever, just the comments, whatever. I appreciate you. For those of you who did not, I appreciate you as well, because it lets me know your girl is still up on her stuff and doing what she do. And that one day, regardless, once I not be in your presence, that you'll understand that, at the end of the day, we need that to keep these products growing, to keep everything going, to keep me being on here to do what I need to do to afford the different services that I have to do to be able to provide the most authentic that I can give you at the end of the day. Some won't ever get it. Some won't, some will. So if those that get it, that $, your yagirliedap is really great. Or volunteering different things to you, girlie. I don't care. I don't mind used equipment. I need equipment for my podcast. I need equipment. I need to get the ear pad, ear thing. I need all of this stuff. This stuff does not come like for free. You know what I'm saying? It all comes, literally. It comes with the cost, as well as being able to come out and be able to get on here and dedicate myself to you guys at least a week. I say a week, but I overindulge and do so much. I give you so much that I want you guys to truly get it. So as it comes to me, I give it to you. So what I'm going to go, and I'm going to step on this very briefly, because when I tell you, I was like going through and I'm reading the Bible, and we was at Bible class, and in Bible class, and thank you guys for being on here today. I truly appreciate it. I don't like being bored. I just like getting to the point, honey. I'm going to just give you some scriptures that like just resonates with me, that I literally hold dear at the end of the day. And the thing is crazy is it was like God teaching about loving your enemies. Who? I have to love who? Man, I've been doing this all my life. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like when I get up in Bible class, that a lot of times, or even in church, they've given the sermon that I've already given, and they've copied it, and now they're trying to speak it and teach it over what I've already taught from what God has put in my heart. Okay. And I love it. I love it, because it'd be so profound. It'd be so profound. I'm going to give y'all that, but let me give you some other stuff. No, we're going to get that first. Because there's so many things like, I'm growing and I'm giving and I'm doing all the different things like this. But it's like persistence. Are you being persistent? I'm jumping ahead. Good habits. Good habits. You keep growing. Bad habits, you stop growing. And that's to say this. If you're around, it says repetition of shaping, of studying the same thing. Like when you come in a repetition of studying the same things, you develop good habits. Good habits, meaning you keep growing. And if you get out of the repetition of being who you are and not doing the things that you need to do, then that then becomes a bad habit, which is what? It stops you from growing. It stops you from growing. Now, who don't want to grow? Repetition of being around great things, good people, good vibes, good momentum, good study habits, good study, good things of like, let's do something really great today and let's stick to it repetitiously. Like, let's do it every day on a whole repetitive value or volume. And let's see what we reap out of that, okay? That's what I love. If you do things repetitiously, meaning if I constantly talk bad about you, do bad things to you, if I'm around you and I don't really ever just, and I would say something, that's not cool, but you keep doing it, and then me repetitiously keeps forgiving you and keeps saying, oh, it's okay. Honey, you ain't heard nobody but yourself. You better cut them and hang up like a chicken. Good. No, you don't get that. Only thing you're getting out of that is literally being able to be around a person. They know you're going to keep saying the same thing over and over again, and they're just going to be dumbfounded forever and always, and then you're just going to be stuck there stagnant like the dodo. If God told you to move, you better move, because guess what? That person can only sometimes be in your life for a season to help you get through some things, and you might be having to do some things that you're learning from that individual. Once you've learned, honey, you better go fast. Run. You ain't never seen them movies where they say run, and you got that one stupid one sitting there going, well, what's going on? And they say, their head getting cut out by whoever they running from, or they getting shot, or they getting some stupid stuff done to them. You should have just ran like everybody else. And there was either run, facts. I feel like that sometimes. I really do, more times than not, okay? Okay, so, on this one, it was Luke 6. It was Luke 6 is what we covered. Luke 6 it was awesome to me. And I'm just going to, I'm going to go through this like very, very fast. Luke 6, verse 27 through 36. We're having Bible class tonight. Is that what they call it, Bible class? I'm going to give you examples, though. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Can y'all make that make sense to me? Then it says, pray for those who mistreat you. What? What do you mean I have to pray for people that mistreat me? Are you serious? Like right now, are you really serious? You want me to pray for those who mistreat me? Pray for those and be nice to those that are evil to me or that's not good to me. Why? That's exactly what I'm asking. Why? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, and this is going to hit home. And it says, if someone takes your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. Why would I want to give them my shirt if they don't took my coat? Huh? Why? Why? Verses 30, give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Why not? Why not? Do to others what you would want them do to you. Genesis 32. If you love these who love you, what credit? Oh, we getting to the good part now. We getting to the good part. Why would you? Oh, if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Ha ha! Now you're getting it. You're getting it. I'm bringing it home. I'm bringing it home. Bringing it home. Let me finish, and then we're going to go back, and I'm going to give you some examples. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. Amen. Facts. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. They do. And if you lend to those from whom you expect a payment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expect to be paid in full, right? Does it make any sense? Okay, we're finna get to this last one. We're finna jump back over really fast. Verse 35. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them expecting to get nothing back. Why? Then reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, because he is kind to those ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge and you will not be judged. Do not condemn and you will not be condemned. Forgive and you will be forgiven. That's two different scriptures altogether. Hold on. Let's go back to the first part. And I'm going to jump in here like this. Okay. It says, give to those and loan to those. Lend to those. Lend to them, honey. Lend to them. You know they ain't going to pay you back. Give it to them anyway. You know, God going to have your back, boo. God going to have your back. I'm going to tell you how people will do you. People will think that you have such a grand heart that if you lend them things and you knowing in your heart, oh, okay, well, you know what? I know you ain't going to pay me back at the end of the day. And even if you do, okay, kudos to you at the end of the day. But for the most part, I'm blessing you because I know you're not going to do what you need to do for the most part. Sometimes some people will, but God got your back at the end of the day. And I've learned this with God. I've learned it more times than none, that I have been able to lend to people And even if I knew they weren't going to be able to pay me back, and if they did want to pay me back, which I know they did not, they only did it for the heck of being who they are. It is what it is, a hiccup. You know, we have hiccups in our life all the time, honey. It's always something, but it's always something great. Because let me tell you something really fast, and I'm going to give you a secret really, really quick, okay? And this is what I learned. You give people all of the value that you could ever shout out to them. Cover them with so much overflow that they be like, oh, this chick is so weak and so stupid and so whatever that she doesn't get that I'm attempting to play her. You can never play a person that's anointed like me at the end of the day. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, God, you already put me in that territory. You told me what I got to do. Now, why and who I thought it was going to be, I had no idea. No. But once I got there, then, oh my God, it was there. So it's one of those things where I also learned that, you know what, you can give people things, and it's so good to give people things and then not expect anything back, because you know they're not going to do right about you anyway, because that's just how some people can be. And you got some really great people that are wonderful that's going to do exactly what they say they're going to do. But then you got these people, and they say, oh, let me not do it because, you know, I know she's having a hard time. And, you know, I want to see her beg. Dap don't beg for a thing. Dap don't beg for a thing when God has already given me everything that I need. Above and seated. He's exceedingly abundantly and above anything that I could ever dream. So for you to walk into my life and think a second or of a millisecond that anything that you do for me is going to be something that I thank you for you. I thank you for your listen. He told me you was a whore a long time ago. And I said, no, I was a whore too. Guess what? If he can change me, he can change you. Thanks. I know a whore when I see one because I was one for a long, long time. You know, it is what it is. And I don't know why you say whore. I say whore. Yeah, I was that too. But I was a whore, dependent whore that was trying to get to be where I need to be and more. And once I found out where I had to be, then guess what we had to say? Rebuke me and get behind me, them old things. A new girl is reviving in me, and that, you know, that's me, Daphney. People say, well, I like you were good for you. Go back where she is and find her, because that one is gone. Thanks. Hi, Miss, oh my goodness, Miss Hathorns. How you doing, girlfriend? So, moving along, and I go, and it's like, oh, I'm going to teach these people this. You can't teach nobody nothing more than they're willing to learn. Okay, so you sit there, you do what you do, and you just move along and keep moving. And the ones that need to be pacified forever and forever and a day, honey, you just gotta let them go, honey. That's for another day, but it's definitely not on my time or on my watch, not my dime. God, that's your thing. You better handle that. I did what I said I was going to do. I get to wipe my footsteps off at the door and get to the next thing, the next level. Yes, sir. Lord, that is on you. I closed that door. You closed it and I went out before you closed it. Facts, you better quit playing with me. Yeah. How does she keep doing what I do? God. And I say he's real simply because a friend had to tell her, refresh me and tell me, you know what? Let me tell you something. He had to do the diagram, and I loved it because I did the arithmetic of the heart. He did it as going up and down the mountain, which was totally great and grand. I loved it because, and it brought tears to my eyes because I was like, okay, I go up the hill, and it's like everybody and their mom loves you so much, and everybody is so on your team. But then when you get ready to go back down, which is down arithmetic form, where you're going down the hill, so now, and there's a legendary plane that you have to sit there and go through, you know what I'm saying? Because you are the chosen at the end of the day, and you are having to go through different things at the bottom of where you feel like it's not going to happen anytime soon. Is right as you get ready to go back up that mountain, it's like, hold up. He said, what did you hit? I said, wow. He said, no, you got to go back up that mountain. It's called a sacrifice, a living sacrifice, so that people can see that, you know, that things does really, truly do happen. And God can do it on his time so quick and fast that it's like in a blink of an eye, in a flash of a blink of a thunder lightning that comes to a strikes at your house. You're going, whoa, wake up. Is that this chick that's doing this? Not her. Yes, me. It is I. Daphney Leggett, the one he called the trillionaire like years ago, and it still rings and rings and rings in my ear, and I love to hear it. So to be able to hear that and digest, and then to be able to sort of like literally be able to prune the thorns on my roses so that I may grow and continue to be wonderful as I know myself to be. I say, you have to be great to those that are really evil and not so great to you. And I'm going to tell you why. It's easy to be good to your family members. You know, it's so easy to be so luscious and loving and so fuzzy wuzzy with our family and be overindulgent when it comes to enlightening and giving them what they want. You know, it just makes us feel so wonderful. Honey, you ain't getting no credit for that. That's your mama, your daddy, your pappy, your sister, your sibling, your uncle, your cousin. That's your family. You automatically supposed to do that. And it's just a given. How in the world can God absolutely give you the blessing that you ultimately need, that you're literally dreamed for, he's destined you to be, if all you can do is only give to your immediate family? I'm going to give to my family, and those people over there, honey, no, let me tell you something, honey. Really, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. You know, when I get my biggest blessings, it's good to know and do things for family. But let me tell you something. You give into those who, in a sense, hate you. They envy you. They want to be you. They do crazy things to you. They despise you. They throw mud at you. They kick you when you're down. You're in the dirt. You can't get up. You couldn't mutter a sound. And those people, you're going, oh God, I want you to bless them. Meaning curse them and put some fire on their heads like coals and let them burn down to their souls. Honey, that's what I be thinking of myself. I'm just saying, I'm just talking. I'm just being myself. I'm being myself. That's what I be thinking. That's how I used to think. And then I get to this person, this version of me right here, and I go, you know what, God? I don't know what it is that they're going through in their lives, but I pray that you bless them in the most major and like the finest way that you could ever bless them, because I have no idea why they're going through what they're going through. I have no idea, or I'm not on the level of understanding what it is that they're having to endure that makes them feel as though, wow, I have to, bump the brakes, honey, hold on. That I have to love on them. Why me? Why me? Why not you? Why wouldn't you? I take that and I say that to say this. If that person is having this situation going on, and they don't know that I'm having a situation going on, what if that person feels the same way about me that I'm feeling about them? And they don't know what I'm going through, okay? They have no clue. So what if we change the trajectory and I say, instead of giving out a blaspheming blessing like, oh, bless them, meaning hurt them, harm them, make them feel the pain that I'm feeling. I've learned as I'm getting into my wiser moments of this wealthy woman inside out, that it's better, and it comes a lot quicker when you can go, God, truly bless them, because I don't know, I just cannot put my finger on what it is that is allowing them to feel the way that they do or be or in the situation that they're in. But I say, you know, only you're going to know the true, authentic reason as to why this individual is like this. So how about if I just throw out some really kissy sweet blessings onto them and show some extra love to them and touch their heart in a really like chocolate melting over the fires of the campfires, you know, marshmallow gooey chewy, like chocolate and marshmallows, you know, type goodness on them. You feel me? Guess what's going to happen? If I do that, then you're going to get the ooey chocolatey, melty, marshmallowy effect as well, okay? Because you don't know what that person is going through, and they don't know what you're going through. So as far as they're concerned, it's like, she thinks she has it all together. I ain't never told nobody I had it all together, honey. I have never told nobody that. I'm still, at the end of the day, still learning this thing, doing this thing. But I'm going to be very repetitious and persistent in this thing because I know who I am now. And I know that I have to be who I am regardless of how much conflict has came. All of the deceit, all of whatever is beyond whatever it is what it is. I say strawberries and cream on that at the end of the day. And it's so wonderful to think of it like that, because people will then start understanding that, you know, in order to get that truly great blessing that you're desiring to get, you have to bless those people that put so many coals on your head and say, fire, burn, yeah. That part. Not so much as, you know, I hear people say, oh, but bless them. I used to be like that. I used to do the same thing. Bless them. But in my mind, in the back of my mind, I was saying, yeah, you hurt them. You make them feel the way I felt. I don't want them to not suffer no lack of what I've ever had to endure. I want them to do it 10 times, 100 times fold. I did. I would say that. I ain't gonna lie. I did. Because I said, maybe if they get to see and understand what it is that I go through, then they won't ever in their life ever bother a person like me ever again. Because they'll understand what it's like to deal with the things that you deal with and then have to still get up and do what you do every day and still have the grace and the favor over your life to even have the authority or even the audacity to say, God is still good. I know he's good because at the end of the day, look at me. As that lady on the toy, so I'm living proof. That's the truth. So I've went and I had to go through that, and I had to see it. Like, you know what, you're gonna get a blessing when you help your family, but you get even bigger blessing when you're helping those that you don't, in a sense, that are not family, that are portrayed to be, in a sense, evil in your eyes. They're probably not even evil at all, but at the end of the day, it's just how you handle people and how you associate yourself with people. But then also, don't stay nowhere too long, because stagnicity grows. It really does. It grows. And then you start looking at yourself like, okay, you know, I can only dummy down myself for so long. And right at this point right here, it's starting to look just really stupid. I'm just saying, you look real stupid. I'm just saying, I do. I grew, okay, you're looking really stupid right now. No, I don't. I'm looking very godly. I'm literally looking at how God would look at the situation. I'm looking at the situation as to how I would want somebody to look at me or how I would want them to treat me. If I was in like the worst case situation ever possible, I would want somebody like myself to show up and be there for me through it all. And I would do whatever I could after I could to get out of it. And with their help, I would get out of it at the end of the day, because I did have somebody that was there that truly believed in me. Because it truly was someone that truly, was several that truly believed in me to get up out of my pit when I was down there too. So I truly can relate, and I can recall a lot of different situations that I was in, and when I was in a pit and people did all kind of crazy things to me. But I did have those saviors that came to my rescue also, that were there, that did some of the most phenomenal things and put some of the most musical, it's like the tones of the different hearts into my ear that allowed me to hear the music again when it was so silenced and in vain. Like, not in vain, it was so silenced and still, hard and harsh. But to have that melody ring again, to be able to hear that ring again in my ear, it woke up that dead part of me. And it's like, oh wow, I can do this, and I can truly live doing this at the end of the day, and it's okay. You know, I'm not like, they woke up that inner me, that dormant me that was just there, you know, and it's like, I'm just surviving. I'm going to just survive. God said, you ain't going to learn to survive, honey. You finna live. You finna live. You finna live. So now take what you've learned, and you take that and you give that to someone else, and not just your family, but you give that to others, because they need to see that. Okay. They really do need to see that. And look good while you're doing it, honey. Don't you be trying to make me look bad out here. God ain't never said make me look bad. I said that to myself. Look good while you're doing it, honey, because a lot of times we can get on here and be looking like, whoop, baby, be going through it, and beautiful as I'll get out. I know it is I. But yeah, love on those that if you're loving on people that are no relation to you, the people that are so evil to you in your eyes, people that don't have a heart, people that are cold-hearted, people that is just so stubborn, people that are just so egotistical, people that are narcissistic. They say, I say everybody got a little narcissistic in them. We do. Every one of us got some narcissistic in us. It just depends on which one you're trying to give it to. That's it. That's it. You look at a person, you say, okay, what I want from this person. You don't go to that person automatically and say, oh, that person's cute. Nope. You look at that person, you identify who they are. You say, what can I get out of this person? What can this person do for me? If that is nothing that you see when you first see that person, you just lie. Narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic behavior. Let me stop playing with you guys. That's what that is. Every person you get in contact with, every person you go to, every person you go around, you look at that person, you go, how can this person benefit me? That's with everybody, honey. I don't care who they are. How can I gain from this person? How can I win with this person? Is this person going to be able to help me on my development towards who I am supposed to be through God and who I am, How's this person going to help me? Is this person going to help me? Is it going to hurt me? Is it going to slow me down? Is it going to make me stop? Is it going to keep me moving forward? Are they going to keep me accountable? Are they going to help me out? Are they just going to keep getting anything they can get from me? Why is this person in my life? That's always my question. Why is this person in my life? And I'll size you up and down. What does this person have to benefit? What can I benefit from this? What can I give this person that we can bounce back off of each other and we can do, greatness for each other? What does this person have? This is my thing. But it always piggyback off of the next, like, what is this? What is that? You have to ultimately have that known when you see that person. And if you feel like, okay, is this going to match? It's not going to match. Boom, you keep going on. Hey, how you doing? I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm not going to be mean to you, but I'm going to pass you up because I feel as though there's nothing that fit in your life and my life at this current time that's adding up and lining up and multiplying and dividing, honey, because at the end of the day, it's all about the math. It's got to make sense. If it don't make no sense, it just ain't making no dollars, honey. And we need all them denarios right now, okay? We need all that we can get. But at the end of the day, without just saying money is everything, money is great, honey. But you also got to make some sense out of that value, too. Because money will go away, and the relationships that you form and the relationships that you have with people will be outstandingly lasting. But if they ever allow money to come in and be a part of that, it's ended and it's nothing else. It's deceased. You're getting buried. I don't know how for long, if you're getting cremated. And Dap ain't coming to see you no more. It is what it is. I'm just saying, I like the physical being of a person. I don't like to deal with the deceased so much. So, even though sometimes that happens. But at the end of the day, ain't no level where y'all thinking. No. I was very sure. Yeah. So getting on to that, just know that your biggest blessings come when you're blessing those that you don't like. I'm just be really coherent with just blessing those that you just don't like. Because the blessing you blessing other people, that's really good. But your biggest blessings come when you bless those that you just don't like. They don't love you. You don't. I'm just saying. It be the enemies that'll bless you better than the ones that's next to you calling themselves your friend. Facts. Your enemies will be there for you before your friends will a lot of times too, because them friends be secretly envy of you, wanting to be you, wanting to do the things you do. Even if you're doing it and allowing them to rock it with you, honey, they'll be stabbing you in your back sometimes. And you'll be like, why is my back hurt, honey? Remember when... Yes, that part. Be careful. Choose your friends and your enemies very wisely, and make sure you choose the evilest of the worst of the enemies to ever deal with, because those will be your saviors at the end of the day. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And the friends will be your footsteps, not so much as your enemies. But I know God said enemies, but what he meant when he said that is watch your friends that you're calling friends, because they're actually your enemies, and your enemies are actually your fans. I said that. Yes, I did, because that's a fact. I've learned in a lot of situations that I was in that the friends that I call my friends hurt me worse than the enemies. The enemies was always there to help me more than my friends. And while I'm thinking that my enemies are hurting me, no, it wasn't never my enemies. It was the enemies that was in a sense rooting me on and getting me more volumes of clients and buying my books and keeping me in things that kept me growing to be the best of this efficient woman that I am today. And I appreciate them. My friends was always the ones holding me back. Keeping me in a knot, keeping me different places that I should have been not. You feel me? It is what it is. So, this is also another one. I'm going to go through this and see, verses 37 is like judging others. I mean, you don't want to judge nobody, because at the end of the day, I'm just keep it blunt. It's so simple and sweet. If I judge you, you judge me. God judges you. He judges me. How about let God just judge who he adorns us to be, and just get on down and stay in your own lane, okay? It's okay to try to judge somebody, but guess what? God is judging you. He's judging you too. So when you get ready to judge someone, make sure that you look in the mirror and everything that you're judging them for, make sure you didn't do it, okay? Because God judges you too. There's not a sin that's so not sinnable underneath the sin of the guys of the sins. Well, we were born in sin. Quit playing with me. Ain't nothing you ain't ever did. You can't sit up and tell you ain't never told a lie. You just told a lie. You said you did. That's a sin. And God gonna judge you just like you judge me. Facts. That's why I don't like judging people. Because if I judge you, I don't want God judging me. God know who I am. He know how I am. I ain't judging nobody because I know my life is full of sin, honey. I ain't never said I was this and that. I said I'm still growing. I did say that. And I'm being aware and becoming very aware of who I know and what I don't need to do. But at the end of the day, honey, I ain't using human as no sacrifice, no nothing. I'm just saying, honey, sin is a sin is a sin. And I was born into the sinful world, and God said he died so that all of my sins be forgiven. So there's not a sin under the sun that hasn't already been forgiven through Jesus Christ. Facts. Judge not, lest you be judged yourselves. Yeah, you wasn't expecting that, huh? Why would he die on the cross so that all our sins would be forgiven? He says that those who know me, they call me by my name, Jesus. 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 He's real. He's real. Why? Because I'm a living testimony of how real he is, because he's always done the most extravagant and above, always above and beyond anything that I've ever imagined in my life. Period. I'm just a living testimony of who God truly is. And I'm still who I am at the end of the day. And he says that I'm good and that I'm beautiful and that I was still chosen as one of his servants to do the thing that he asked me to do. And he said, oh, it didn't have to be perfect. He just said, move, move, move. Quit judging people. No, nobody on the face of this earth got the audacity to try to judge nobody. Yeah. A lot of people forget how great you were in their life until they're gone, and then they'll come back mumbling and rumbling like, oh, you throwing that bridge. And then you'll come back acting as though you didn't do a thing. You didn't try to call and apologize. You really can't apologize to me. I understand. I'm not that type of person that's be like, oh, I want you to forgive me. I want you to say you're sorry. You don't even have to say all that to me. I don't need all that. All I need to know is like you coming around me, be like, look, boo, I know they're right to help, but you know we cool. Period. Just don't do it again. That's how I am. I don't need all that. Oh, I just want you to say I'm sorry. I don't give a crap if you ever tell me you sorry. Mean it with your actions moving forward. That's it. And let your actions speak for your words. Because if your actions ain't lining up with your words, then you know what? You fumbled that too. Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna end it on this one right here, because this one right here really is the one that I really wanted to you guys to get. And I have to read, it's going to be chapter 6 in Luke, verses 49. Actually, no, it's Luke 8, verses 50. But I'm going to go up to Luke 8, verses 49. And I'm going to be very brief, because I didn't go to Bible class last night at all, because I was, away and out of town in Georgia, and I'm back now. So I just want to hit on this really quick. And I have to hit on this scripture right here. I have to read on this scripture so you guys can get it, because you won't understand the full meaning of verses 50 when I go through it. And I want you to keep one key word. One key word. That's all I want y'all to do. That one word. We not finna over exaggerate it. We ain't finna do all the extraness. No, ma'am. We finna keep it to the scripture, and we gonna keep it on our language, our plain language. Okay. So let's read. Okay. Luke 8, verses 49. While Jesus was still speaking, someone came from the house of Jairus, the synagogue's leader. I'm going to read that again. Let me read that again. While Jesus was still speaking, someone came from the house of Jairus, the synagogue leader. Your daughter is dead, he said. Don't bother the teacher. Don't bother the teacher no more. Don't bother the teacher no more. Guess what? Hearing this, Jesus said to Jairus, don't be afraid, just believe. This is going to be verses 50 is when he said this. Hearing this, Jesus said, Jairus, don't be afraid, just believe, and she will be healed. I'm done. Jesus said, what? What? He said, oh, don't come now, because, she dead. She dead, honey. She dead. She ain't finna get up no more. She done hit the bucket. It's over with. What? Hold on. So then he say, Jesus said, wait, but what you mean? I'm putting in mind, what you mean? What you believe in? Do you believe she dead? Don't believe that. Don't believe that. Jesus is like, hey, let me tell you something. Whatever you believe, it is so. It is so. Yes, whatever you believe in, honey, it is so. We're not going to hype it up. We're not finna hype it up. It's already hyped enough. You should have dropped the phone right then when I said believe. What Jesus say? You got to believe, honey bun. Honey bun, whatever you believe. Not nobody else believing, but whatever you believe, it is so. It's so. It's so. So you on your own thing if you ain't believing what God done told you. Now he said from plain blank. Luke 8 verse 50. So hearing this, Jesus said to Jairus, don't be afraid. Honey, he's saying don't be afraid. Just believe. And she will be healed. So you mean to tell me this thing, she done passed and she done died on. And he say, Jesus, don't you get afraid. Because that ain't what I said. What you believe? You believe she alive, you believe she dead. I'm just going to be blunt blank. Is she dead or is she alive? If Jairus say she dead, guess what? And you believe you dead, she dead, she dead. Okay, do you believe she alive? If you believe she alive, then guess what? And you mean it without every grain of nicky bone, every sand that has been conspired into your body. If you believe that she's alive, guess what? She alive. And I'm going to leave it like that. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to leave it right there. Because I go and people say, well, why do you, girl, God said right here, if you believe it, it shall be. Put some scripture on it. I did. I gave you Luke 8 verse 50. According to your word, you said that whatever I believe, it shall be. So, it shall be. Believe. What you believing for? What you believing for? Huh? Yeah, my country voice. I'm believing for everything exceedingly above and beyond. Anything that I could ever imagine, Lords. This is what I'm believing for. I'm believing for peace on this earth, in heaven as it is on earth as it is in heaven. I want to get my peace in all of my beliefs now. Yes. What you want, girl? What, girlfriend? You got to stop for the kids because they going to keep bothering you. What?
So can you send me $60?
Somebody cash up Jada, me $60 and cash up Jada. How about that? School finna start. I'm believing for it. In the mighty name of Jesus. Girl, I'm going to call you when I get back, when I get done. All right.
Huh?
I'm doing a live right now. I'm doing my show. Get off my phone, girl. All right. But yeah, so what is it that you believe? I'm always answer that phone for mine. I don't care. It is what it is. This has been a real mother. And knowing that there's real issues out there. There's real finances, things that got to be paid. There's still got to be things that's got to be done. School is getting ready to start. I'm a single mother, but I believe that God has got so many that is so coming to help us and do the things that we do. We ain't got to beg you for it. If it's put on your heart to do it, you're going to do it anyway. Period. And if not, there's nothing for us to complain about at the end of the day because God always provides. If he will give just little grains to the birds get up every morning and don't worry about a thing. For each day has its own measures to go off of. Its own, okay? So I want you guys to get on here and understand and know that when things are there that you can do for people, go ahead and do it. Let's take care of people that need to be taken care of. But also know that your biggest blessing comes, it's going to be in helping people that is of your family, but also those that truly are not of your family, that you feel like is so evil, that gives you so much advice and so many, I'm like walking heaven on earth, baby, at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm believing that everything is going to always work out for the goodness of the greatness of what God has in all of us, okay? I want to thank him now for allowing me to be on here and then also welcome this to be the podcast and make it an even bigger atmosphere for those that want to have something that's sound that they can hear. And I need to continue to study and doing the things that he's allowing me to do, which is allow to teach you about the Bible that is like more fun, more with examples and giving you great sound stuff without just, hey, yeah. man, teach me some stuff at the end of the day. Show that that's somebody else. I mean, a lot of us can show out. I don't do all that. It's good, but when the Spirit hit me, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not a pastor. I'm just on here to teach you the word and literally just do my best at being great at what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I'm wonderful. I mean, I've always had him in him. I'm going to keep him in me, and it is what it is. So with that being said, I pray and ask that you guys have a wonderfully blessed day, that you show love, be of love, and always know that you won't ever understand what a person is truly going through, because nobody's going to truly tell you, honey. Why? You wouldn't listen anyway, right? Okay, if those of you have some comments, or if you want to go ahead and do the Cash App if you want to, it's totally up to you. J-Day needs $60. Who got $60? Y'all, yeah. Bless my baby with that. If this message wasn't more than just that, that's fine with me. $1. I don't care. I don't even care if you give it all at the end of the day. I just want you guys to get back here and always be in the Word. And if you get anything out of this channel, just, show a little gratitude towards it, and let's help us build this into something that is really, like as they say, immaculate in a way for Jesus, not me. I could care less. I mean, I've been on here for how long? I mean, it's time to do some work for him too, okay? And I've done it. So at the end of the day, let's keep preaching the word and do what we need to do for him in the most realest way or form and fashion ever. And that's this, but knowing that we are still, I'm doing the best that I can right now. You guys have a wonderfully blessed day. Stay tuned. Share this video with someone who may feel as though it's something that they need to know, okay? And that Cash App is below. So for those of you who've truly enjoyed it, even if you couldn't give, I mean, saying hey, thank you. If there's something that you want to talk to me, or we can get on and talk about the next time, so I can be prepared for it, and I'll be able to enlighten you guys on it, or be able to at least teach you guys something on that aspect, and giving a life example as to what I've had to go through and endure and I've gotten through. I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't. We can touch on any issue that you guys would like to. So just comment below. If you don't want to, comment here, you can message me and I'll still get that. And we'll move accordingly, so I'll know how to prepare for the next time that we get on do lives. But for the most part, you guys, I do it literally off of when I'm led to go. I get on here and I do that, okay? But I do like to get my studies in and make sure that I show God that he is totally number one. Yes! It's amazing. Hello, everyone. Mr. Avery, Miss Bonnie. Hey, Joseph. What's up, Miss Hathorn? I am so glad you guys. Oh, Oliver, how you doing, Miss Feezel? Trelly Feezel. Yeah, it's nice to see all you guys on here. So let's increase this and let's get everybody on board so we can do something even more impactful. Like, what if we did a speech and I got up, and I don't do no speech. What if we just got up and did this in front of a lot of people so we can give a true understanding of what this is in live and in person? I think that would be magnificent, don't you guys? So if you guys are really into that, let's try to focus on that, because I think that would be really wonderful. And a lot of people say, oh, you ain't gonna never be nothing in your own hometown. Let's prove them wrong. I think we can all be everything in our own hometown too. I don't think we need to be recognized just out of town, but I think we need to get together and understand that our hometown of people are always going to be there to support us too. We're going to break that trajectory as saying you won't be able to grow in your own hometown because of the envy and all of the rife and all this other stuff. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I am literally saying right now, and I'm putting my word on it, that I know that it is totally going to be done in my hometown. We're going to break the records and we're going to solidify that for once. No, that's just not going to happen. We're going to exit out and rebuke it. You can survive. You can strive. You can be known in your family, your hometown. Your hometown can help put it down. I think it's crazy that they would say that. My hometown is going to always be there to protect me. We're going to do this in the hometown because I got a lot of faith. I got more faith than you guys will ever know that it can be done in your hometown. We're going to break that curse for once and for all. Literally. And you guys going to help me do it. And you're going to want to help me do it because this is what you believe also. Yes. I love you guys. You guys have a wonderfully blessed day. I love you guys so much. We're gonna break it in the hometown. We're going to do it in the hometown. my soul. Yes. I love you guys. You guys be great. It's been your girly Dap. Till next time.